You're watching Newsx. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. Our big focus is how, in a surprising admission, billionaire Elon Musk has taken to his social media platform X and expressed regret about some of his posts regarding the United States President Donald Trump last week. He stated, and I quote, "I regret some of my posts about President Trump last week." He's also deleted the post on the Epstein charges. Aditya is joining us for more on this story. Aditya, give us more details about Elon Musk's statement. It seems a truce has been reached between him and President Trump.
Well, absolutely, Uday. Elon Musk has now said that I regret some of my posts about President Trump last week, where we have seen that there was a war of words between Donald Trump and Elon Musk, where he had gone on to say that there is a need for a new party in the United States, and due to some facts, there were disagreements between the two on some policy decisions taken by the Trump administration. There were also reports coming that, Trump might return back the red Tesla car that he had brought. And, there were reports that 18% shares of the Tesla had gone down, due to which Elon Musk had, publicly criticized U.S. President Donald Trump. And he even went ahead with saying that, President, why J.D. Vance should become the president of America. But then after these successive comments by Elon Musk, Donald Trump had warned Elon Musk that if he supports Democrats, there will be disastrous consequences for him. Yes, to that.
Absolutely. Let me, in fact, also ask you, though, about, of course, this truce that has been reached. Give us more details about it. What has led to, Elon Musk's post now regretting his, previous comments. Also, he's deleted what he said on the Epstein files. He also said, "I went too far." What has led to this truce being brokered, between the two warring factions?
Well, Uday, if you see, particularly if you see, we have seen, in the past couple of months, since Trump has become the president of the United States, there has been a close bonhomie between the two. And, Trump openly challenging Musk that, if he supports the Democrats, that will be disaster.
Expert is joining us now on the broadcast. Sanjay, give us more details about what you feel on this statement by Elon Musk. What has suddenly led to this retraction?
Well, Uday, I think if it is a genuine realization, then I think it is a good realization. And both the leaders, obviously one is a businessman, a politician, and another is a businessman. And essentially both are businessmen. And they were having very close collaboration. And they were having a very big support system for each other. And Elon Musk had invested a lot of his money for the campaign trail of Donald Trump. And Elon Musk helped Donald Trump in a big way to win the second term. So I think Elon Musk had done a lot, but because of the several issues of a divergence, such as big, beautiful bill, as well as very aggressive tariff policy, and a kind of a targeting, he was receiving, Elon Musk was receiving from various quarters because of his association with Donald Trump, that led to some differences between the two leaders. But if Elon Musk is now realizing that he went too far and he deleted some of the posts, that's a good realization. And this is a sign of indication that both the leaders might patch up and they can sort out their differences through dialogue and negotiations. And now it has to be seen that what kind of approach Donald Trump adopts. And we know that Donald Trump is a very stubborn personality, and he is known for his various determinations. And recently he had said that now there is no, he would not like to have any kind of further negotiation with Elon Musk. So Donald Trump is adopting very tough posture, but certainly this is a kind of a constructive gesture which has been shown by Elon Musk, and now it has to be seen that how it gets responded by President Trump. So, but both the leaders have been good friends till recent times. But let's see what happens next, what kind of negotiations and understanding they are able to have after this kind of public spat which they had recently. So I think let's see. It's an evolving situation, and the entire world is watching that what kind of relationship these both leaders are going to have in future.
All right, Sanjay, thank you for joining us with your perspective on that story. Also, thanks to Aditya who joined us earlier. Raja Raghuvanshi's father, Ashok Raghuvanshi, has demanded a thorough grilling of Sonam Raghuvanshi, insisting she couldn't have acted alone in the brutal murder. These are, of course, the big details we are tracking for you. A big statement being made now by the father of Raja Raghuvanshi, who has lost his life. Raja Raghuvanshi has said that thorough grilling of Sonam is needed.
कोई नहीं रोज ही नहीं अरे कोई हमने भी 60 साल की उम्र निकाल ली ऐसे बेल मान लेते हैं हर किसी को बेल बना लेते हैं मैं आपके घर से क्या आप मेरे रिश्तेदार हो गए क्या मांगना इन्होंने बहुत मेघालय को बदनाम करा है वो बदनाम करा है जबकि वो तो नहीं अंडरग्राउंड काम कर रहे थे मेघालय की पुलिस लेके इंदौर मेघालय की पुलिस लेके इंदौर आई है और ये इंदौर आई ना ये पहले इंदौर आ चुकी 2 दिन यहाँ रह चुकी है इसकी लड़ाती रही किराए के मकान में रातों रात वो क्या दिन में सफर नहीं करती रात में सफर करती थी ये कि दिन में कोई पहचान लेगा बहुत अच्छा काम किया मैं तो मेघालय का जो बदनाम करा था माफी चाहता हूँ मैं बहुत अच्छे
आप माफी मांग रहे हैं
हाँ बदनाम वो लड़का वाला करते ना मैं तो मुझे तो मेरा बच्चा पहले लाश आई मगर ढूंढ से निकाला वो तो आज भी कह रहे हैं मेघालय वो एक ही स्टूडेंट की है सीबीआई चाहिए क्या करे सिवार के मेरा बच्चा तो मरा वाला दिया तेरी छोरी आज जिंदा है वो तो इसके भी वो केस बंद हो जाएगा फिर वो शादी करेगी उससे ही
Ehtiyab Sheikh joins us for more on this story. Ehtiyab, Raja Raghuvanshi's father has issued a statement. What has he said?
As far as Raja Raghuvanshi's father is concerned, he was categorically very clear about the fact that his family was betrayed, number one. Second, he never expected that things would turn out this way. In fact, he was the person who was actually, even after Raja's body was found, he was cremated. He was the person who was actually taking care of the fact that Sonam should be returned back safely. But as things unfolded, scenario was entirely different. The entire family was in a state of shock. I had a word with him yesterday evening itself, and in fact, he was so angry that he even burnt out the posters of Sonam Raghuvanshi, which were placed at his own house for the safe return of Sonam. Definitely, he is shocked, and now he is demanding that strictest of strict punishment should be given to all the conspirators who had killed Raja Raghuvanshi.
All right, Ehtiyab, in fact, if we also talk now about this incident, he said, of course, that he is sorry that he had accused the Meghalaya Police earlier. Meghalaya Police was being criticized. Meghalaya was being criticized for its lack of security. He's, of course, taken back those words now. But also, he believes that there were more people involved in this killing.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is what he said. Even Raja Raghuvanshi's brother, Vipin Raghuvanshi, said the same thing. And in fact, the entire family is onto a part that not only these accused who had been arrested, there are more connections to this murder. In fact, it was a pre-planned murder. And apart from that, previously they were demanding a CBI probe into this matter. But let us not forget about the fact that within 17 days, the Meghalaya Police has unturned the entire thing and brought the accused into custody. And in fact, this mystery was a mystery, but that was the time when the family was in despair. The family was actually hoping to get Sonam Raghuvanshi back safely. That was the time they were asking for a CBI inquiry. But since the truth came out, now the family of Raja Raghuvanshi, I even spoke to them today morning itself, and they said that they are very much satisfied with work that Meghalaya Police has done. They have even thanked the Indore Crime Branch for that, because they had Indore Crime Branch was assisting Meghalaya Police into this particular matter, and things have turned out that now all the accused are under arrest.
Absolutely. More breaking news now coming in. Karnataka High Court has begun hearing petitions filed by RCB and DNA Entertainment in connection with the Bengaluru Stampede case. Belly Thomas is joining us for more on this story. Belly, what's the latest coming in from the Karnataka High Court? Belly, can you hear me?
Absolutely, Uday.
Belly, I'm trying to ask you about the Karnataka High Court hearing.
The hearing at the Karnataka High Court is underway, where the RCB franchisee and the DNA Entertainment Network have individually submitted petitions, where the hearing is currently underway, and their argument is that both the parties claim that the FIRs registered against them were a way to deflect the blame from the government lapses, and that the police had registered the FIRs before conducting a proper investigation is what we are learning now. And the government's response was that they filed the FIRs against the RCB franchisee, the DNA Entertainment Network, and the Karnataka State Cricket Association on charges of criminal negligence. And the legal challenges as of now look like after the KSCA filed the initial writ with the Karnataka High Court, RCB and DNA followed them, having filed petitions with the Karnataka High Court challenging the FIRs, seeking interim relief and arrests from that. And the court proceedings, the court has heard the arguments from both the sides, and initially granted interim relief to KSCA office bearers, preventing their arrest until next hearing. But the marketing head of the RCB franchisee, Nikhil Sosale, and the three others from the DNA is still has been executed, and these 4 people have been arrested, and they want a relief from that. And with that intention, they have filed writs with the Karnataka High Court, and both the arguments are currently underway over there.
Belly, thank you for joining us with those updates. Chinese Vice Foreign Minister Sun Weidong is likely to travel to India this week for what will be the second high-level bilateral visit from either sides, with year following Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri's visit to Beijing in January, during which Sun and Misri agreed to a slew of measures aimed at normalizing ties. The 2-day visit by Sun will be the latest reinforcement of the improvement in bilateral ties resulting from the conclusion of the troops' disengagement in eastern Ladakh after almost 5 years of a military standoff that had spoiled relations. Aditya Vadavan is joining us on this story. Aditya, what is expected from this upcoming visit by the Chinese Vice Foreign Minister?
Well, absolutely, Uday. As far as this visit by the Chinese Vice Foreign Minister is concerned, he will arrive in India on Thursday for a 2-day visit that will see him calling on NSA Ajit Doval, apart from holding talks under the Foreign Secretary Vice Minister mechanism. We have seen earlier that, Sonam Raghuvanshi, the Chinese Vice Minister, had held talks with the Indian ambassador to China earlier this week also. So, Doval is most also likely to host the Chinese Special Representative Wang Yi, who doubles up as a foreign minister later this year for other talks of SR talks. The meeting this week will be an important occasion for both India and China to review progress of steps announced in January to normalize the relationship. The two sides had then agreed to resume the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra in the summer of 2025, an Indian demand that has been fulfilled. While there has also been progress in cooperation of trans-border rivers, both sides are yet to resume direct air services between the two countries, something that they had agreed to do in principle in January. The two sides will likely also touch upon the possibility of a visit by Prime Minister Narendra Modi to China in September to cap a year of detente in the bilateral relationship. Yes, Uday.
Stay with us. More breaking news coming in. Protests have greeted Bangladesh Chief Advisor Mohammad Yunus outside his hotel. Hundreds of British Bangladeshis who are members of the UK branch of the Awami League and associated organizations gathered outside the Dorchester in Mayfair and called for him to go back, accusing his administration of human rights violations, lynchings, killings and deteriorating law and order in Bangladesh. Protesters held placards that accused him of being the architecture of mob rule, freeing jihadists and jailing patriots, and demanded his resignation. Aditya Vadavan is joining us for more on this story. Aditya, take us to what's really happening in London.
Well, absolutely. I mean, while Yunus is in London to receive the Harmony Award from King Charles, top lawyers, including Stephen Powell's Casey, have been engaged to prepare a communication to the International Criminal Court to refer the Yunus government for crimes against humanity. So, this clearly shows that, this interim government head by Mohammad Yunus is in a deep trouble. Hundreds of British Bangladeshis who are members of the UK branch of the Awami League and associated organizations gathered outside the Dorchester in Mayfair and called for him to go back, accusing the Yunus administration of human rights violations, lynchings, killings and deteriorating law and order in
Gautam
Bangladesh.
Mukherjee, senior journalist, also now joins us on the broadcast. Gautam, how do you react to these protests which have erupted outside Mohammad Yunus's hotel?
I think it's just desserts for a very incompetent, unelected administrator in his dotage. He's well into his 80s. He doesn't know whether he's coming or going. And he has done nothing but harm to Bangladesh all this while. And now, very shortly, if he is to be believed, elections will take place and we'll see the back of him. The Bangladesh army has turned against him because he was trying to provoke a war with India he was trying to involve China. So I think the Awami League people who are trying to, haul him in front of the ICC are quite in order. I cannot imagine why the king is giving him a Harmony Award. What could be more ironic?
Gautam, thank you for joining us with your perspective on that story. The Taiwan government has expressed gratitude to the Indian Navy and the Indian Coast Guard for their swift rescue operation involving the merchant vessel One Hai 503. In a post on X, Taiwan and India stated the Taiwan government is grateful for the swift rescue operation provided by the Indian Navy and Coast Guard to One Hai 503. We wish the missing crew members returned safe and the injured recovered soon. So this is the statement from the Taiwanese embassy. Taiwan government has expressed its gratitude to the Indian Navy and the Indian Coast Guard. Remember, of course, a swift operation was launched and of course the injured were taken to hospital who were on board this vessel when it caught fire. Asavri Jindal is joining us for more on this story. Asavri, take us through the statement that is coming from Taiwan.
Right, absolutely, Uday. Again, we can see those visuals on our screens. It took almost a day to douse the fire. Now, of course, the Taiwan government has expressed gratitude to the Indian Navy and the Indian Coast Guard for their swift rescue operations involving the merchant vessel Van Hai 503. The post on social media platform X reads, and I quote, "The Taiwan government is grateful for the rescue operation provided by the Indian Navy and Coast Guard. We wish the missing crew members return safe and the injured recover soon." Now, remember, there is, of course, this appreciation that's coming for the Indian Coast Guard and, of course, the continuous effort that they put in order to combat those big flames that you can see over there right on the screens. Now, it's said that there was being made to control the vessel fire and that there were several people who were injured as well. Of the 22 members, 18 were rescued by the Indian Navy. Meanwhile, 4 continue to be missing. So again, latest developments there coming in at this point of time, with the Taiwan government expressing gratitude to the Indian Navy over the rescue operation that was conducted. Of course, INS Surat was there on the spot, quickly, in fact, sent to the spot. And again, of the 22 people, there are as many as 18 who've been rescued. Meanwhile, 4 are currently still missing. Uday, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Asavri, for joining us on the broadcast. The Meghalaya murder case continues to offer up big twists and turns. My colleague Ehtiyab Sheikh has spoken with Raja Raghuvanshi's brother Vipin Raghuvanshi, who believes Sonam's mother knew about the affair.
इस वक्त मैं राजा रघुवंशी के परिवार के साथ में मौजूद हैं। राजा के भाई जिन्होंने बहुत कुछ सहा, राजा को ढूंढने के लिए सहा, उसके बाद में सोनम को ढूंढने के लिए भी बहुत कुछ सहा, लेकिन जब कहानी सामने आती है तो ये कहते हैं कि सोनम वाकई में परिवार के साथ में दगा कर गई। सब जिस तरीके से कहानी आई, एक कहानी ये भी आई कि सोनम शायद इंदौर आई थी, इंदौर आके रही थी उस हत्याकांड के बाद में। उसके जो चारों साथी थे या जिनके साथ में मिलकर ये षड्यंत्र को अंजाम दिया, उन सबको पुलिस ने पकड़ लिया है। अब शिलोंग पुलिस के हवाले करके उनका इंटरोगेशन होगा। सर, आप क्या कहेंगे जिस तरीके से ये घटनाक्रम रहा पूरा?
देखिए, इसमें सोनम इंदौर आई भी थी 25 तारीख के दिन, और 26-27 को 27 को निकली भी थी। यहाँ से टैक्सी जो है राज कुशवाहा द्वारा टैक्सी दिलाई गई थी यहाँ से, और टैक्सी लेके फिर यहाँ से लोग वहाँ गए थे। वो लोग अपनी यूपी पहुँची हो सोनम। उसके बाद में घटना आगे की जो हुई थी पहले 23 तारीख वाली, 23 तारीख के दिन जो है इन लोगों ने राजा को जो है, पहले तो इनका प्लान था तो इसको किसी खाई में फेंक दे कर देंगे। जिस खाई में लेके गए थे फेंकने के लिए, वहाँ राजा को शक हो गया था, तो राजा इन लोगों के हाथ में नहीं आ पाया था, तो राजा को पीछे से गले में चाकू मारा गया बाकायदा पहले। फिर भी राजा लड़ते रहे इन लोगों से। फिर सोनम पीछे से चिल्ला के बोलती है इसको मार डालो उसको। तो फिर तलवार से राजा के सिर पे यहाँ मारा गया है। मारने के बाद में राजा नीचे गिर गया था। जिस प्रकार से नीचे गिरा था राजा, उस टाइम पे खून गिरा था, वो खून सोनम के कपड़े भी गिरा था, खून पहला खून, आकाश की जैकेट भी गिरा था खून। फिर इन लोगों ने क्या करा, तीनों ने मिलके राजा को उठा के फेंकने चाहा इन लोगों ने, मगर राजा जो इनसे उठ ही नहीं पाया दिनों से, तो सोनम ने फिर उठा के साथ में इनके फेंका डिशेस को खाई में
फेंका। विपिन भाई, मुझे वो याद है वो समय जब आप लगातार संपर्क में थे गोविंद के, और गोविंद से लगातार बातें होती थी। जब ये पूरा खुलासा हो चुका है, अब क्या बातचीत होती है गोविंद से किसी तरह से?
गोविंद से बातचीत होती है मेरी। अभी 10 मिनट पहले गोविंद से बात करी मैंने। गोविंद को मैंने बताया, गोविंद भैया इस सारी सच्चाई जो है सोनम की खराब निकल रही है, और सारी चीज़ें जो है सोनम ने कबूल कर चुकी है। उसके बाद में जैसे कि अपने जो गोविंद के साथ में गोविंद क्या ये 3-4 लड़के जो थे उनने सारी चीज़ कबूल कर ली है। तो सोनम इंदौर भी आई थी 25 तारीख दिन, और अपन लोग इंदौर से सोनम को ढूंढने के लिए गए थे। और सोनम ने इतना षड्यंत्र रचा है, राज कुशवाहा के साथ में 2 दिन यहाँ पे रही है रूम के अंदर, रूम में दोनों साथ में रहे। उसके बाद अपन को वहाँ ढूंढ रहे हैं, और सोनम इतना षड्यंत्र कर रही है। बोले विपिन भैया एक काम करो, आप जहाँ मुझे बोलोगे, जिस जगह बोलोगे मैं साइन करने के लिए वहाँ साइन कर दूंगा मैं। आप कोर्ट बोलोगे तो मैं कोर्ट में जाके भी बोलने का राजू हूँ कि मेरी बहन गुनाहगार है, उसको फांसी दी जाए। मैंने क्यों? बोले देखिए विपिन भैया, मैंने उसको फिर बोला भी था मैंने, गोविंद को आज नहीं तो कल घुटना बैठ के झुकता है, आप अभी छोड़ दोगे, बाद में जो है आप उसको छुड़वा लोगे। तो भैया देखो हम छुड़वा भी लेंगे तो कभी, तो उसको हम रखेंगे कहाँ पे? मैंने गोविंद कुछ भी करना, आप इसको छुड़वाने के लिए जरा सी भी हिल मत करना कि मैं जाता हूँ। तो आपकी अम्मी जो है, आपकी अम्मी को सारी चीज़ पता थी, और आपकी अम्मी ने सारी बात छुपाई आपसे है। सोनम जिससे प्यार करती थी, सोनम ने आपकी अम्मी को पहले बता चुकी थी सारी बातें।
हाँ, ये बात गोविंद जी को नहीं पता थी, यानी सोनम के ब्रदर को नहीं मालूम थी।
अभी सुन के बातचीत करके मेरे को ये लग रहा है तो गोविंद को कुछ नहीं पता है इसके लिए।
विपिन भाई, ये पूरा घटनाक्रम हम लगातार देख रहे थे, जिस तरीके से ये 4 लोग आए, लगता है कि ये 4 ही थे या कुछ और लंबा गेम?
इसमें देखिए जहाँ तक मुझे लग रहा है कि 4 लोगों की टीम आई है, धीरे करते करते मुझे लग रहा है इसमें कोई 10-15 लोग होंगे।
अच्छा, अभी मैं अंकल से भी बात कर रहा था, उन्होंने भी ये कहा कि यदि नहीं करनी थी तो शायद राजा भी ये बोल देता कि तू कहीं और कर ले, या ये परिवार भी कह देता कि कहीं और कर ले। इतना बड़ा षड्यंत्र करने की तो जरूरत नहीं थी। पैसा भी लेकर गई परिवार से, इस तरह की भी इंफॉर्मेशन आ रही है कि काफी सारी ज्वेलरी और पैसा लेकर गई है।
देखिए जो रकम चढ़ाई थी हमने, वो सारी रकम लेके गई थी। अब रकम इसने इसके घर पे रखी या स्वयं साथ में लेके गई है, इसकी जानकारी हमें नहीं है। हालांकि इसने मंगलसूत्र पहना हुआ था, मिनी मंगलसूत्र सोने का था, सोने की चेन वाला, वो पहना हुआ उसने था। 2 अंगूठी पहनी हुई थी, सोने का ब्रेसलेट पहना हुआ था। ये चीज़ें वो अपने पायजा बिछोड़ी ये चीज़ पहनी हुई थी उसने। और उसने राजा को भी कहा था, राजा तो एक काम करो राजा, तुम मैंने अपने तुम्हारी सोने की गले की चेन जो है तुम पहन के आना। वो राजा भी सोने की पहन के गया था, अंगूठी पहन के गया था, ब्रेसलेट पहन के गया था। वो पर्स वगैरह पैसे जो है सब कुछ अभी तक जो है सारी चीज़ का पता चला नहीं है। इसमें एक चीज़ का खुलासा और हुआ है, जब इस टाइम सोनम पकड़ाई थी बिहार, उसमें साइड बैग जो टांगा हुआ उसने, वो बैग राजा का है।
वो बैग राजा का था जो उसने साइड बैग टांगा हुआ है जब ये सामने आई थी गाजीपुर में। वो राजा का,
वो बैग राजा का टांगा हुआ है, साइड बैग जो है ना ब्राउन कलर का, वो बैग राजा का है।
अच्छा, वो कैश वगैरह का कुछ भी सीन था उसके पास में? कुछ कैश वगैरह भी था?
देखिए केस तो उसके में बहुत कुछ होगा, क्योंकि उसने शादी के पहले जो है 9-10 लाख रुपये निकाले थे और उसके घरवालों को उसने अभी तक हिसाब नहीं दिया है। तो हो सकता है वो पूरा पैसा इसने इसके लिए निकाला हो, प्लानिंग के लिए।
उसके परिवार से निकाले थे, मतलब उसी का पैसा?
उसके खाते में थे पैसे, उसके खाते में, सोनम के खाते में थे, जो कि गोविंद ने उससे पूछा था ये पैसा तूने खर्च कहाँ करा है, तो उसने उसको अभी तक कोई जवाब नहीं दिया इस बारे में।
यानी अपने भाई को भी झूठ बोला या जवाब ही नहीं दिया?
कोई जवाब नहीं दिया उसने कुछ बारे में, बोले पैसा शादी में खर्च हो गया पूरा।
गोविंद भाई से आपकी जो बात हुई होगी, गोविंद भाई को इन चीजों की जानकारी नहीं थी, लेकिन जिस दिन सोनम वहां मिली थी उन्होंने ये समझा कि ये पीड़ित है और पूरा षड्यंत्र उसी तरीके से रचा गया था कि अपने आप को पीड़ित दिखाया जाए। आखिर सच्चाई सामने आ ही गई।
सच्चाई सामने ऐसी आ गई है जैसे मीडिया के माध्यम से जो है जो सबूत हमको मिल रहे थे वो मीडिया में हम सब बता रहे हैं, उस प्रकार से गोविंद खुद समझ चुका है। मेरी बहन ने मेरे को षड्यंत्र के हिसाब से बुलाया गया और वहाँ के जाके हमने सोनम से मिलने गया बाकायदा वो, और जब उसको मालूम पड़ा सच्चाई ये ली है मेरी बहन खुद इसमें कातिल है, तो उसका भी दिल टूट गया।
ये जो 4 लड़के हैं, इन लोगों का प्रोफाइल देखा, बड़े लोग, मतलब ऐसा तो नहीं लगा कि कुछ किसी तरह का कोई इन्फ्लुएंशियल है? आपको लगता है वाकई में ये क्रिमिनल्स रहे जो इतना बड़ा षड्यंत्र रच दिया, या सोनम का ही दिमाग रहा?
देखिए मुझे इतना नॉलेज तो नहीं है, बाकी जो पूरी प्लानिंग दिख रही है सोनम की, जैसे सोनम ने ऐसे बोला था 13 तारीख के दिन ही राजा को मार डालो, तो उस हिसाब से तो सोनम ही मास्टरमाइंड इसके अंदर है और सोनम ने इन चारों को जो सुपारी दी गई है, और हो सकता है इन लोगों ने किसी और को सुपारी दी होगी। टीम तो बड़ी लग रही है क्योंकि इस हिसाब से ये टीम मिल रही है इन लोगों की, तो इस हिसाब से मुझे लग रहा है इसमें वो लोग हो सकते ज़्यादा।
विपिन भाई से बात करने के लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। तो विपिन रघुवंशी का अंदेशा ये है कि इस षड्यंत्र में कई और नाम आने बाकी हैं, तो वहीं वो इस बात की उम्मीद भी करते हैं कि सच जरूर सामने आएगा। अजय कटियार के साथ अत्याक्षय के लिए न्यूज़ इंदौर।
Union Minister Piyush Goyal has said that the EFTA process from Switzerland would likely be implemented by October this year. The Union Commerce Minister has added that 3 other countries, Norway, Iceland and Liechtenstein, have already ratified the trade deal.
आपने देखा आज 1500 से अधिक स्विट्जरलैंड की नामी कंपनियां, विशेषकर जो अनुसंधान में हैं, जो प्रिसिशन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग और इंजीनियरिंग में काम कर रही हैं, जिनके कंपोनेंट्स विश्व में प्रसिद्ध हैं, ऐसी कंपनियों के बीच आज मुझे भारत की बात रखने का मौका मिला। मेरे यहाँ के मंत्री, वाणिज्य मंत्री और डेप्यूटी प्राइम मिनिस्टर गी पार्मेलिन के अनुरोध पर, उनके आमंत्रण पे मैं आया था, और मैं समझता हूँ ये 2 दिवसीय स्विट्जरलैंड का जो आज पहला चरण खत्म हो रहा है दौरे का, बहुत ही सार्थक रहा है। जो $100 बिलियन का इन्वेस्टमेंट हम स्विट्जरलैंड से आने की संभावना रखते हैं, क्योंकि उन्होंने कमिट किया है FTA में, उसके लिए एक मील का पत्थर।
Anand Singh is joining us for more on this story. Anand, big statement being made by Union Minister Piyush Goyal. Take us through how beneficial this deal will be for our economy.
Yeah, look, the way in which Union Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal is on visit to Switzerland for 2 days, and he said that EFTA process from Switzerland would likely be implemented by October this year. And he mentioned that how Norway, Liechtenstein and Iceland had ratified this agreement, and Switzerland's process will last another 2.5 months. So it is expected that we will be able to implement this in October. So clearly, he also mentioned that with this EFTA, now India can expect an investment of around $100 million to come from these countries because they are committed under EFTA. So clearly, there is a possibility of investment in many sectors, be it a space sector, high precision engineering, or food processing or pharmaceuticals. And he said that India will be able to take full advantage of the technology that Switzerland has achieved. And he also said that India has got a massive pool of skills and talent, and India's expenses are low. So clearly, he mentioned that how European Free Trade Association has come up with this plan that we are hopeful that will be implemented from October this year. Back to you.
All right, Anand, thank you for joining us with those updates. Sharad Kohli, senior economist, also joins us now. Sharad, what will be the implications for us for this free trade agreement? How beneficial is it likely to be?
Okay.
Okay, I think we're having some connection issues there with our guest. On that note, taking a very short break.